sweet as packed house tonight. It was awesome to see, and we had a bunch of people stay till the end of the game too, even when it was out of reach. So it was I had chills coming out of the tunnel. It was awesome.
Welcome into your Frogs Today football post-game show live from the Moncrief Club here at the Amon G. Carter Stadium. I'm your host, Jules Conti. Thank you to our sponsors, Texit Coin. In their home opener, the TCU Horned Frogs dominated Abilene Christian with a final of 42-21, making them 2-0 on the season. Joining us today for our post-game show is head coach Sonny Dykes, quarterback Josh Hoover, Devean Deal, and Ed Small. Stay with us after a quick word from one of our sponsors, Texit Coin. We'll be back with their thoughts on tonight's game.
Don't worry, it's not too late. Launched in 2008, it took nearly a decade for Bitcoin to gain global recognition. And although many agree crypto is the future of money, worldwide adoption of cryptocurrency is still less than 1%. You may have missed your chance to get rich with Bitcoin, and maybe again with Ethereum, Litecoin, Doge, and thousands of others, but it's not too late to win big with Texit Coin. Get started now before it too becomes a global sensation.
Welcome back into your Frogs Today football post-game show. I am now joined by head coach Sonny Dykes. Coach, 100th career victory tonight. Can you just talk about your season? And
Yeah, it was good to get that. It was obviously hard-fought game tonight. We jumped off had a good start and kind of hung on. But as far as 100 wins goes, it just means I've been doing it for a while. Hung around long enough to get to 100 wins and been lucky to coach a lot of good players, and hopefully we'd like to get another 100 before it's all said and done.
So this is now game 2 in a row where your offense has scored 40-plus points against an opponent. What do you think is working in this consistency?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. Number one, I think we've been really efficient at the quarterback position. I think Josh has really played well. Offensive line, I think, has done a tremendous job protecting and gave our quarterbacks plenty of opportunities to get into a rhythm tonight, and thought that thought we made great decisions with the ball. Thought we moved around with the ball well, and guys caught the ball well. And the first 6 times we had the ball, we scored a touchdown. So I don't know how you can be a whole lot more efficient than that. Wish we would have finished the game a little better offensively, but really proud of the guys and think we did some good things.
Kind of staying on the topic of your offense, you've become a team that's so hard to defend. From sideline to sideline, you need to be everywhere to be able to cover every man. Yeah,
we're lucky. We got a lot of good players. We've had I think 10 different guys catch balls tonight. Running backs are really doing a good job of making plays when they get their hands on the ball. And again, it really begins up front with our offensive line and the protection those guys have given Josh. And it's been very consistent. So, when he's got time to throw, I mean, he's an accurate thrower, great decision maker. We got some guys who can make some plays. So it's been fun to watch, and we got to continue to just get better.
You talked a lot in fall camp about the depth in your roster, and you've been able to see that these past 2 games.
Yeah, we've been lucky. Played a lot of players last 2 games, and so it's good. We got a lot of really good young players. It's fun to see guys like Ed Small, come on, and thought he did some really, really good things tonight. And, I think he had his first 3 catches, and 2 of them were touchdown catches. And, he's a guy that had a great fall camp and has really practiced at a high level. So it's good to see him come out and perform. Those young running backs, I think, are really good players. John Denman, I think he did some really, really good things. Nate Palmer did some good things. So it's good to see those guys, have some opportunities and perform when they did.
I'm assuming you move on from a victory like this one pretty quickly, especially with SMU coming up. So what are the things that you kind of think you take from each game to prep you for the next one?
Well, we didn't do a very good job on defense getting off the field on 3rd down. I think they were 12 of 17 on 3rd down, and we got to do a lot better job there. So and you want to have things you got to improve on, and there's going to be a million things when we turn the film on in ways that we can get better and things that we can do to perform better. But overall, like I said, we jumped out to 28-0 lead. And really thought we played sharp in the first half, and wish we could have finished at that same level in the second half. But we just got to learn to finish games a little bit better than we did tonight.
Well, congratulations, Coach. We'll be back here next Saturday, 11 a.m. against SMU. But congrats on the win. Go celebrate.
Okay, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Go Frogs.
All right, go Frogs. Thank y'all.
Welcome back into your Frogs Today post-game show. I am now joined by quarterback Josh Hoover. Josh, this is now game 2 where your offense has had 40-plus points. Can you talk about the consistency behind this team?
Yeah, I think we've just done a good job of executing so far. I mean, guys are doing their job. We're operating at a high level. We're not killing ourselves with mistakes. So when you do that, you give yourself a chance. And, Coach Brawl's calling great plays, and we're executing, and it's been good. So it's been fun.
Can you talk about your head coach, Sonny Dykes, just made his 100th career victory tonight. Can you talk about his impact on you?
Yeah, he's made a huge impact on me. Obviously gave me an opportunity to come play here. I didn't have very many opportunities like that. So I'm also obviously very thankful for him for allowing me to have the chance to, come prove myself and be a TCU Horned Frog. So thankful. And he's a great head coach, and I've loved playing for him and just excited for him, and cool to watch. Talking
about playing in the purple, what does it mean to you to be a TCU Horned Frog?
It means a lot. The history here, the culture, the city of Fort Worth, all the people that just love this place. Means a lot to me, and I feel a big obligation to play the very best I can and represent TCU well. And so that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what we're all trying to do, is just serve the TCU fans in this community right.
Now, I was talking to your coach about this, but I'm assuming you move on from a victory pretty quick like this one, especially with a big rivalry match coming up next Saturday. How fast are you back in the film room?
Probably tomorrow. So, we'll go to church in the morning and be back in the film room watching SMU. So, they're going to be a challenge. They're a good team, and but we're ready.
Definitely take tonight to soak up this victory, as you guys are now 2-0 on the season. But congratulations. We'll be here next week, and go Frogs.
Sounds good. Go Frogs. Appreciate y'all.
Welcome back into your Frogs Today post-game show. I am now joined by Ed Small, who had 2 touchdowns tonight. But let's talk about the fact that you are a true freshman on this field. And not only did you have 2 touchdowns tonight, but they were your first collegiate touchdowns. Can you walk me through that?
Yeah, it was awesome. I knew I was going to get more opportunities this game. I just worked harder in practice this week. And I was trying to be in the right place at the right time. And, Hoover threw 2 good balls, and so it's great.
Speaking of Hoover, you guys seem to have a pretty good connection out there on the field. Is that something you've been really connecting in practice as well? Or?
Yeah, I think it just goes back to January, getting here early. Just developing a relationship for 6 months instead of 2 months is a big thing. And yeah, I think that's just the biggest thing, just getting that many reps in the spring and the fall. So,
as a freshman coming in here, what does Josh's team or leadership and some of these other guys who have been here a few years, what does their leadership really mean to you as you're stepping out here in the college stadium for the first time?
Yeah, it means a lot. You're as a freshman, you don't really know what's going on at first, so you're trying to just get through, and they just make it all look so easy. It's effortless, and so as long as you just follow what they're doing, you're doing the right thing. So, yeah.
I'm assuming you guys move on from this one pretty quickly as you're prepping for a rivalry matchup, your first time getting to wear TCU purple and go up against SMU. What do you think are some of the things that you take away from these past 2 games and bring into that one with you?
Just the preparation of game week, just getting into a rhythm. I didn't really know, because we had a weird week of the Monday game, and then this is my first kind of preparation week. So just knowing what we're doing, like continuing to practice hard, and just seeing practice hard, it's going to fall our way. So.
Yeah. And one last question for you. What does it mean to be a Horned Frog and wear that purple and run out of the tunnel onto the Carter?
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. It's a packed house tonight.
Yeah.
It was just awesome to see. And we had a bunch of people stay till the end of the game too, even when it was out of reach. So, it was I had chills coming out of the tunnel. It was awesome.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations, not only on your first career touchdown and on the college level, but also this incredible season that you've had so far, and we're excited for you. But we'll be right back after a quick word from one of our sponsors. Go Frogs.
Welcome to the Squire Shop. We are locally owned and operated since 1994. We specialize in the finest men's clothing that the market has to offer at affordable prices with unbelievable service. We do custom clothing all the way to more casual, Peter Millar, Johnny O, kind of everything. Well, my dad's the owner, so I've been around retail my whole life. Oh, it's great. I mean, it's the best boss I'll ever have. I know that. We love our TCU community. They have been so good to us. Come see us today. Go Frogs!
Welcome back to the Frogs Today post-game show. I am now joined by Devean Deal. Devin, the defense was able to shut out ACU in the first half and had a little bit of trouble in the second. Can you tell me about the difference between the first and the second, what you saw?
I mean, we just got to be better in terms of our fits and assignments. Second half, give them credit. They made adjustments. They played really well, but we all feel like even though we won, it's always good to get a win in college football, but we got a lot we can do better and improve on.
I'm assuming you move on from a victory like this pretty quickly, especially with a big matchup coming up next, facing SMU. What are some of the key takeaways that you take from each game going into the next one?
A lot of it is just mentality-wise and just little things that we can control. Like I said, that second half felt like we could have been better in our assignments and techniques and stuff. And give them credit, they're a well-coached team, but we know we can't do that against some of the competition we're facing coming forward. So really get back to the drawing board, and it's a big game, obviously rivalry game. So yeah, we want to be right for SMU.
Now, going back 2 weeks ago, because this is our first time getting to talk to you guys, the defense had a outstanding game. You yourself had a fumble recovery for 37 yards, but you spoke about the impact and the moment that touchdown had and what you were able to dedicate it to. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. First, I want to give credit to backs and them. They're the reason I got that fumble. But yeah, earlier that day, my nana passed away. Actually, I was at her funeral the last couple of days, and just felt like she was with me. She has the best seat in the house, so she's always with me now. But it was definitely an amazing moment when we got to the sideline. Got to calm down from the excitement and realize, that was probably my nana. So yeah, it was awesome.
And I'm so sorry for your loss, and I hope that you and Marcus are doing well right now. But moving on to such a big victory like this, and then going forward into SMU, what does it mean to just be surrounded in an atmosphere like this? It's the home opener, being a TCU Horned Frog, wearing purple, running out of the tunnel in the Carter. Can you just take me through all the feelings?
I mean, it's a blessing for sure. Every day I thank God that, He brought me to TCU. I enjoyed my time at Tulane, and I get to play with my brother now here in front of the Carter. Like, the stands were awesome today, the fans. We got to greet the fans walking by. That's a cool new addition. So, I'm thankful for it all. It's definitely going to be a blessing. I'm really excited to get to Saturday, preparation. That way we can put on a good show for y'all.
So your head coach just hit his 100th career win as a coach. What does that mean as being one of his players?
I mean, it's awesome. Like he talks about it. It's hard to win in college football. He got 100 of them. So, props to Coach Dykes. He's a great coach, obviously. Run through a wall for him. But, yeah, it's a blessing. I mean, he got the game ball from the 80, Mike Buddy.
Nice.
So that was cool. And, yeah, proud of him. I know he's proud of us. So we got to go get 101st on Saturday.
Do you guys think you have any celebrations coming up soon for this, or is it move right on to the next as you have a big game?
Move right on. Adjust the film and get ready for this week.
Well, congratulations again, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all.
This has been your Frogs Today postgame show live from the Moncrief Club here at the A&G Carter Stadium. After your Horned Frogs defeated Abilene Christian with a final of 42-21, adding another win to their tally. Thank you to our sponsor, Texit Coin. We will be back here next weekend when SMU travels to Fort Worth to take on the Frogs. Pre-game show live an hour before the opening kick of 11 a.m. If you don't already, make sure to follow us on our social media platforms. I'm your host, Jules Conti. We'll see you guys next week, and go Frogs.